You have a formulation about connecting the dots, looking for the patterns. I'm wondering, what is a dot?
A dot is a piece of information that emerges in the therapy. And you never know how that connects until you begin to put together a kind of constellation that hammers at your door as to what might be going on. It might be something that you hear three-dimensionally. One is to hear it from the history. The other is to see the same thing going on in the patient's life outside of the session. And the third dimension is to see it reappear in the session itself. For instance, the patient who in some ways is conflicted about your up-and-coming vacation. I did have a resident who never took vacations because he didn't want his patient to feel conflicted about it. We finally had to order him on a vacation. But the patient deals with that in therapy, often in a transference way, questioning, do I need therapy after all? Maybe we could stop now, so forth. You hear it also about their relationships outside, about the spouse leaving or going on a trip or some absence there, and then also part of the history. And if you get all of those dimensions that flash the pattern of sensitivity to disruption, and everybody has some reaction to this in some form, because it's such an earlier feature of the mother and child relationship of attachment and disruption of attachment that no one escapes it. You have some reaction. Either you learn to adapt to it and that you have confidence that things in the future will go better, or sometimes you resort to religion and prayer to turn to some external feature to reassure you, or you clutch on to a favorite toy or a soft object or something to reassure yourself that you can get through it. But the patterns come together, and they're not fixed in stone. They're offered as a kind of tentative hypothesis that the patient can collaboratively amend it in certain ways and modify it. And this back and forth of the patient and therapist creating a kind of interperson in this process.
And what happens when the dots don't connect?
They are discarded, or they reemerge sometime. These things, and here's another thing, the residents sometimes in supervision are so regretful that they didn't see a certain thing. And, oh, it's terrible. I tell them, it'll come back. If there's anything to it, it'll come knocking on your door. This time, you'll probably be heightened in your awareness of it, and you'll pick up on it. And that's what supervision does. It helps you pick up on things. You can't learn psychotherapy without working with patients. You need that kind of experience. You take that back to the supervisor or to the text or to the seminar or to your books or even to a video, and you catch on to think about what's going on. Then you go back to your patient and you pick up a little bit more. And usually the patient can't move any faster than you're moving in terms of your knowledge acquisition, formulation of what's going on.